Hey folks, Michael Hammer Mulligan here. I'm here at my offices at Absolute Building Consultants at 1080 State Road in Sagamore Beach. Also the office of Mulligan Real Estate. Before we start the show today, I need to send out a couple thank yous, if you'd let me. A little while ago I built a house for a gentleman. A couple months later he got hurt. He was a really great guy. He still is, thankfully. He got injured in his leg, and when he went to the hospital they discovered he had leukemia. So they had to operate on his leg. They did a great job, but it took him a long time in the hospital, and during that whole time he's been having chemotherapy, and it got really bad for him, and it was really tough. He was kind of debilitated where he couldn't walk. And so I put it out to all my guys at, all my subcontractors, and I asked them if they wouldn't mind helping me out in putting a first floor shower in the bathroom that was in his house that we had just built for him. Everybody that I asked, everybody that I talked to said yes. It was great. There was a lot of things that, every subcontractor that works for me jumped on board and would have helped if there was an opportunity for them to help. So thank you to everybody that said yes and wanted to do this. And special thanks to the people that actually did work on the job, and I'm going to read them out to you now if you don't mind, just to give them props for being there and really putting their best foot forward for this gentleman. First off, I'll start with Shane and Eric, my sons, who helped me with the demo, the cleanup, doing the reconstructing, rebuilding the bathroom, hanging the Durarock on the inside of the shower unit, and doing the trim work after everything was back together, and repainting the bathroom. So thank you guys for that. Paul Bonfiglio, Bonfiglio Plastering. Thank you, Paul, and thank you guys for going in and replastering everything, putting it back together after we made a mess. We appreciate it, and we know the customer appreciates it too. LaCava Flooring, Dave LaCava, thank you for having your guys go over there and do all the tile on the inside of the floor. Where we ripped out the closet and we added the shower, there was a lot of repairing to do on the floor as well. So they did a lot of labor to put that together, and thank you guys very much for doing that. That was nice. Mulligan Real Estate, Mom and Dad, thank you for kicking in some money to help to pay for the stock for the stuff that we did do in there, for the tile, for the paint, for the shower base and other plumbing parts, and yeah, thank you very much for helping out. Michael Terigny from Mikey T's Plumbing. Michael's all these guys have been with me for a long time, and Mikey's just a great plumber, and it was very nice of him to step forward and donate his labor as well, and his guys, and a lot of parts to come over and put it back together and make this work for the gentleman. Cape and Island Kitchens donated a second cabinet to replace the first one. We had to shrink down a little bit because we didn't have as much room after we put the shower in. So they gave us a new cabinet, and they took the original countertop and they shrunk it down and capped the end for us and stuff. So thank you very much to Cape and Island Kitchens for donating their product to us to help us get this done for the customer. Lowe's, last but not least, Lowe's gave us a 20% discount off of the items that we did buy for the house. So Lowe's, thank you very much for helping us out to get this done for the customer. The customer actually works at Lowe's, so they were very thankful and happy, and just again, thank you everybody that kicked in and that helped us out. Thank you to all the rest of the people that wanted to help out, but there really wasn't a need. There was just a great outpouring of people that really wanted to help this gentleman out. Really nice man, and he deserved it. He deserved a little help at this point. So thank you everybody, and yeah, let's get on with the show.
Representing the Cape Cod Fighting Alliance, he is the beast from Hollywood East, Michael the Hammer Mulligan.
Hey folks, Michael the Hammer Mulligan here with Pat Schultz down in Wareham, Massachusetts. What's up, Pat?
Hey, what's up, Mike? Good to see you, man.
Nice day down here, a little overcast, but that's all right. We're at the new location of Cape Cod Fighting Alliance
in Wareham. It's kind of on the Wareham Buzzards Bay line?
Oh yeah, Wareham, Route 28, gateway to Cape Cod, born Wareham, they might as well be one as far as I'm concerned. I know a lot of people disagree, but, Route 28 is Route 28.
Yeah, it's a crazy place out here. Suicide Alley, the signs are great. Everybody honks on the way by. They love this place. Now, Pat, how long has your school in Plymouth been running?
My school in Plymouth has been up and running for about 6 years. We're now here in Wareham, and we've been here for just about 7.5, almost 8 weeks. But I'm originally from Wareham, and also my head instructor, Mike Gresh, is also from Wareham. And, it's convenience, the world that we live in today. And I figured because Mike and myself drove to Boston to Sit Yat Tong, the best Muay Thai academy in the country, and the world for that matter, Thailand as well, headquarters. But that everybody would drive a half an hour after a busy day and then a half an hour home, spend an hour on the road to come train, and that wasn't the case. Now we're in Wareham reaching out to a lot more people that we know and grew up with, and it's just been really good so far.
You're in both locations still, so now you still got the Plymouth location. He's got a great group of people that go in and train there. Now, what's going on here for classes? What happens here? Give me like the rundown of the week. What do you have for classes?
We basically did the same thing that we did with the Plymouth school, which was we went after the best classes that we had. Our Muay Thai kickboxing, and it's a conditioning class meant for guys who aren't getting in the cage to fight and people that want to, feel good and get a great workout, learn some self-defense, and burn major calories. And it's all derivative and deranged around all of the martial arts way, kicking, punching.
It's not that deranged.
No, it's. But, I was thinking of the MMA fighters when I was thinking of the word.
Yeah, they're deranged. There's a few of them out there, but they're all great fighters. So down, let me see. Now, I think I heard that you have a all-women's class happening here now?
We have some all-women's classes Wednesday, Friday morning, and then also Tuesday, Thursday. We just kind of wanted to separate the females working out with the males and see what would happen. I've been teaching at a place called Elements, and I'm trying to take a page out of their book. There's all female members there. And right away, what happened with our school, we now have, with Mike Resch teaching a jiu-jitsu class, we have 10 girls in the jiu-jitsu class rolling around solely for them. They don't have to roll with the boys, and it's been huge. Girls want to wrestle, learn the MMA way, and learn jiu-jitsu as well. So this is a good spot for them to come and do it.
So the adding the new school has absolutely helped. I'm just going to do the countdown here real quick. If I started, all right, so you started off in Boston at Sit Yat Tong, the North Shore, right? Yep. Then you started Cape Cod Fighting Alliance in Plymouth. Now, we also have Banana, who trains here at Sit Yat Tong and at the Plymouth shop, right? He teaches at all three, and he has his location down Cape, which is like a sister school of you guys?
Yep, absolutely, and that's where we came up with the word alliance. We, all these different guys coming from different areas, everybody wanted to train, and now that, we're just kind of spread out through Massachusetts, like you said, up on the North Shore, Giuliano's down the Cape, but Giuliano comes, Daniel Gracie is his best friend. They're coming from Manhattan, where Gracie Baja and, Henzo Gracie School has 1,200 students. So, everybody's doing something right. We're all working hard, and we're just seeing a lot of good stuff happening with our team.
What I saw a lot of lately is there's a lot of people coming from other schools to cross-train with you guys. There's a lot of people coming from, I've seen Max MMA, I've seen Robbie Robinson, I've seen a lot of people from different schools coming down here. What do you attribute that to, that they're all coming down to the Cape to train with you guys?
That's where the shows come in. All these local shows that we go to, you meet all the different teams, obviously, and it's a lot of the same teams that we fight because those are the reputable schools. We have reputable fighters as well, but we run into a lot of independent people that train here. They're at their brother's basement. They did wrestling growing up, and they did it in high school, and now they want to fight MMA. So all these guys, they need some place to train, some place with structure and a good curriculum and a good team. So we kind of invite everybody in. There's a fine line, though, in this world. It's a small MMA world. We're going through it with a lot of our fighters. Guys come poking in from other schools. Depending on which school you're from, you got to kind of draw a line in the sand, and you're going to run into guys that you are definitely going to fight. And that was one thing I dealt with up at Sit Yat Tong. While you're up there, everybody's trying to get in there, but everybody's fighting. So you could potentially be training with somebody that you're fighting.
Right. Well, me and Mike had this discussion also. I think last week. It's probably airing right now with the Daniel Gracie one. But we talked about, for instance, you guys have been doing some work back and forth with South Shore Sport Fighting. But here is, I seen them come into your school. You guys go there every once in a while. But what I've seen is that when that happens, that there had to be, like you said, a line drawn because you cannot not fight South Shore. South Shore is one of the best schools around, as are you. So if you didn't fight that school, that would be the worst thing that could possibly happen to your students, because they wouldn't get that experience of fighting really good people in the lower, in this level of fighting, so they couldn't make it to the next level.
Oh, yeah, the opportunity right there for someone from South Shore sport fighting. Those guys, you go out and beat a couple of those guys, one of those guys, I mean, they have some dangerous fighters, and we've been fighting those guys forever. In the sport itself, I mean, if anybody knows anything about the sport, it's a team thing. Guys are great. It's all competition. At the end of the fights, guys are shaking hands. Leading up to the fights, however, it's a little different, but our relationship with other fighting schools, it's right there. At the same time, we try and be honest with the promoters when we call them, you know what I mean? I dealt with some stuff back in the day. Guys say, oh, he's got no fights, he's green, and we find out after the fight he's a Division I All-American wrestler from, ASU, and here he is at a battle. So
yeah, there's no doubt that's part of the game, is making sure that you get it right from the beginning. That's right. What do you got for fights coming up?
We have a big fight for Chip Marazza-Pollard June 8th coming up at Mulligan Sun. And we got all kinds of stuff going here and there. We got pancration and jiu-jitsu tournaments that we're sending these kids into. We just had a major pancration event. When I say major, that's when more than 15 students were able to go and compete with a ref, with a judge, with scorecards, and it really elevates everybody's game when you can take it from the school and go and put it in a competition level with some of your friends, and like I said, judges, scorecards, and points, all that good stuff. So we have stuff going all the time, and that Marazza-Pollard fight June 8th is real big up at Mulligan Sun.
Awesome. Now Shane was one of the kids that grew up doing the Napaga. Since they started that around here, he did that, and he also did Naga. It was just a way for these kids to come up. He's got his first fight coming up on July 26th.
July 26th, Shane's got a fight coming up, and he's like I said, that competition in the different realms. Guys come up to us, what do we have to do to fight? And that's exactly what you have to do. You have to do the jiu-jitsu, you have to do the wrestling, you have to stand up and do Muay Thai, which Shane has done them all, and now he finally gets a chance to put himself right where he's been, but I know in his mind he has not done it yet, so it's real exciting for us. He's like a first timer, but when he gets in there, we're going to see the same Shane Mulligan.
He's our baby.
Yeah, we're going to see the same Shane Mulligan that we've watched compete over and over again, so we're just really excited for that one, obviously, as well.
Yeah, well, for me as a father, it's nice to see, and the other kids that come here and everything else that you get to watch. Not only do you get the experience and the training from Pat and Mike, you also get it from Banana. You get it from other members that came here before, that have been here for a long time, so there's a lot of support. Mike always says, you don't got to go anywhere else, because everything you need is right here at this facility. Everything that you need from boxing to wrestling to Muay Thai to jiu-jitsu, little judo thrown in there, so every aspect of this game is here. I call Local Lobo the mixer, because like Pat will teach him the Muay Thai, Giuliano will teach him that, Mike kind of throws it together in the blender and puts it all together, kind of cool.
Yep, and that's how we form the team right there. We all kind of gel pretty good, and what departments one might be weak in, another guy steps it up, and we work as a great team, and I can't picture doing it any other way.
All right, so we got it. We got Cape Cod Fighting Alliance, and we got fitness professionals. It says the phone number is 508-400-5897, and what's your website?
CapeCodFighting.com.
You can find him on Facebook, too. All right, Pat. Thanks for doing the interview. All right, brother. All right, folks. This is unbelievable. This is Pat Schultz in his MMA studio in Wareham. Kind of trying to get my head around this one. We got a skating rink that isn't ice. He's on skates. And he's got a heavy bag hanging. Wow, this is nuts, folks. So if you want to bring your kid to the next level on his hockey team, this is the place to go. Pat, come over here for a minute. Let's talk about this. Let me get my head around this. Thanks, bro. All right, Pat, explain this. What's going on here?
So, you know, we've obviously become like an athletic facility, even at the other school. We got the synthetic ice I was a little leery about before I ordered it up and had it in the school, but I researched it for a couple years. And, you know, growing up playing hockey, it was something, you know, that you're missing that ice time. You can't just go rent an hour of ice over and over. In the bogs and the ponds, they're not always going to be frozen. So it's just another way for us to train hockey players. And as you can see myself, I've been on it for a minute and a half, exhausted.
That's huge cardio.
It's a little more work than the ice. There's a little friction there, but as far as an off-ice training facility, this stuff is unbelievable. I mixed in probably, what was that, a minute and a half punch in that bag? Or
no, maybe 30 seconds. We got it on film. It's not a fish. We cannot lie.
So, yeah. So, you know, it's, you know, I heard you talking about the kids. We're not really training the young kids to hit the bag and punch the bag, but like I said, it's part of a workout. It's a fun workout. You get an immediate sweat, exhausted, and the things that we have going on this ice for little guys as far as training facility to go towards the ice is just unbelievable.
Well, I just saw you. Now, I was skeptical, not skeptical, but I was like, wow, how is this going to get a workout on ice size that big? Because it's probably, what, 25 feet by 20?
Yeah, so what we have, I think we have just under 500 square feet here. We're going to get another 1,000 square feet over there. But it's not that big, but it's enough to do the stuff that we want to do.
Well, that's what I'm getting at. I mean, if you can get a workout in that short period of time, the kids are small. I mean, that's huge for them.
Yeah, and we have resistance bands that hook up to the fence over here that they skate with. And, you know, like I said, the things you can do on this ice that you wouldn't do on a regular rink and waste the hour and a half of ice time, we can stick handle out here. The biggest thing that I found to create hand-eye coordination for the kids, I fire a couple pucks at them with some decent speed. They bounce off the sticks. You fire 75, 100, you're going to see 6- and 7-year-olds collecting those passes like you wouldn't believe, and that's something you wouldn't do on the ice. You'll practice passing, but you'll do it for 5 minutes. That's just a small example of what we're up to as far as drills and stuff.
That's crazy. Now, I know that you come in with your sons and his friends. Do you have a class for this, or what are you doing?
We haven't really promoted it just yet. It was something that I
think it's time, dude. Yeah. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's been, you know, we've had kids on there, you know, friends of the family, and some of the members have kids that play hockey, and like you said, my son, but we're just about to hit the streets with this. You know, it's very small, so you can't have too many kids on there, and I have a feeling our program's going to sell out real fast because I've already had some major interest.
So bottom line, if somebody came in now and said, look, I saw what you did on Pack TV and YouTube, and I would love to have my kid do that, you'd find a way to make it happen?
Absolutely, 100%.
Pat, that's great. What a great idea. I saw it when you first started building the school, and I was just kind of like, you know. But me being, when I was younger, I was the slowest skater, so they called me the goon, so I understand. All right, Pat, thanks very much. That's awesome. Cape Cod Fighting Alliance, Saturday morning at the Wareham location. We have 6 students in the class today, 3 trainers training them. This is phenomenal. They got more experience than anything else.
All right.